Just trying to figure out we're gonna get the best lighting for the morning. You understand me? You got your boy coming in later. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Just went like 3 minutes, 12 seconds in. First thing we got to do is we got to figure out who. We already know what we're going to talk about this morning, but you know, we got to make sure that we share. You feel me? Also, got to make sure things working right. So, I guess the one I'm in today, we're not going to be able to share any windows. So today, it's good. It's okay. It's going to be an introduction, man. It's going to be an introduction. So, matter of fact, I'm going to put something else behind my head. So this is the setup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something very nice. We're going to try to get this shit right, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't do this shit for no reason, man. We on YouTube. We going to YouTube. We gonna push this something nice and pretty back there. You feel me? I know y'all don't want to watch ESPN. So what we gonna do is, since we talking about black women, we gonna see. Nah. I gotta get something else for this. Maybe like a keyboard or a mouse or something. Cause this remote control, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Yeah. That should be good. So, God damn it. It's okay. Because it's the setup. It's the setup. We got a caller coming in. We're going to edit all of this out. I ain't gonna lie, that one right there, mean, boy. That one too. Mean. I love my African women, man. I love my black women. Never give up on y'all. Nobody can move like us. Look, everything they do, they try to do like us. Huh? Everything. Everything they do, they can't do nothing. You feel me? Nothing. Do nothing without us, yo. Feel me? All right. Sorry for that. I had to make sure everything was right. I didn't want it to be too bright. I didn't want it to be too dim, though. Feel me? Still early in the morning. You feel me? I got the little lamp on. You know what I should do? I got you. Open up the windows. Just to let them know, like, we ain't lose shit, nigga. Saying? So today, I just want to say, this is your boy Peter Lance, and welcome to another edition of Chat with your boy Peter Lance, streaming live on no other than Alan Pete No Egos. Because guess what? At the end of the day, we got to make this shit happen for us. Because if we don't make it happen for us, we can't depend on nobody else doing it. So when I was sleeping last night, and because it seemed like the best ideas come to you when you're sleeping. So I said, you know what? I see a lot of guys out there bashing our women. You feel me? I also been guilty of it in the past too. But I'm smart enough to know that we'll never get nowhere in society by bashing. Okay? So that method of bashing is out the window. You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you got to think about why people bash people. You feel me? They say people hate what they don't understand. And that's true. And it got to the point where we are dependent on our own opinions as truth when it's not the truth. Our opinions is exactly what that is. It's an opinion. You feel me? The only thing that's truth is facts. Right? Scientifically proven facts. That's the truth. Okay? And I know it's hard to swallow, but at the end of the day, this is one thing that we have to instill in ourselves, that our opinion does not make things right. Dealing off of emotions don't make things right. Okay? So if you want to be a person that always say that you stand on the side of right or righteousness, then you have to be a person that doesn't use their emotions to make the decision for them. So with that being said, about to get right in the topic, man. We're talking about our black women, man. You feel me? I don't know. Out of all the struggles that I've been through with our black women, for some reason, I just won't leave them alone on the strength of it's instilled in me that if we together, nothing can break us apart. But at the same time, you got to deal with the mental aspect, the breakdown of the whole situation. Everything is a breakdown. You can basically use the pyramid system for everything. You feel me? You got the top, which is going to be the head, the leader, and everything trickles down to the foundation. You feel me? And it interests me so much that I did hella research. And some of the things I already knew, but I just didn't pay attention to. And some of the things that I learned, it's amazing. So the thing about things is, the human is that when you learn things, the first thing you want to do is you want to share with the world, right? But why would you share with the world if the world is not going to receive it? You feel me? Because everybody else is dealing off of popular demand, popular belief. Because that's another characteristic about the human, is that we have to feel like we involved in something to order to feel important. That's it. We all have an urgency to feel important. You feel what I'm saying? This is why we go on social media and a lot of us go in there and document every aspect of our day, right? Oh, I'm about to shower and lay down. Good night. Oh, I'm about to go to the gym. Just got off. About to go to the gym. Go hard. Go home. You know what I mean? And it's getting to the point where it's getting loose, where people are just posting memes and everything about how they like they pussy ate, how they like they dick sucked, side niggas, baby mamas. It just turned into a whole thing where it just upsets me every day when I go in there. And it's like, all right, in the beginning, some of it is funny, but a lot of it ain't. It's sad. You feel what I'm saying? And this is what we have to figure out how we're going to change it. Because this social media outlet right here for us, it can be used for so much positive things, so many ways to get your expression out there, through dance, through articulate presentations where people are really saying things that isn't really important in this world. You feel me? We become a society where we are addicted to celebrity. You feel me? To the point where you be obsessed with celebrities, but at the end of the day, it's a slim chance these celebrities is going to be there for you. By your hospital bed, at your grave site. You know what I'm saying? So when we jump out the window about the things that we follow and the things that we're doing in society that the kids is watching, we need to figure out how to move accordingly. You feel me? And this is how we can take and hold the celebrities accountable. Because if we start holding them accountable, then they can't got no other choice. If they want to still be celebrities, they got to do. Right? But instead, we following them. Instead of them giving us what we want, we just follow and taking everything that they say, whether it's ignorant or not. Like, I done hear plenty of fucking celebrities say ignorant shit. And then you know what they do? They get praised for it. And that's where society is going wrong. Now, me personally, anybody that know me personally, they know when I was a child coming up, even as a young man, I was a person that probably was untrustworthy, hot-headed, ignorant. But the things that I went through in my life showed me that it's a truth out there, bro. So why don't you go and get it? Like, you can get it. It's there for you. You feel me? And the sad part about it is that it originated in church. You feel me? Where my black woman took me every day, every Sunday, even to this day. Black women, they inviting you to church. That's like a sign that they want you. Come to church. I ain't going to church. I've been to church. But guess what church is really at? The body is at church. Now, that was the introduction, so let's get on in the topic. I have a caller in a little while. And we're just going to have a little nice conversation. So while I'm wake and bake, I'm going to explain to you about some of the research I did. But I'm working on documentaries where I can explain it with the facts. I'm not going to screen share today. I'd rather do it in the presentation form where it's like a documentary style. and I just narrate it. You know what I'm saying? But I got the information, and everything that I speak to you today, let me just say this. Everything that I speak today, just know that it's the closest to the truth that I got. Okay? So that means that it might not be actual facts, but from everything that I observed and everything that I went through, this is the outcome. Because this is what we have to do for ourselves. You feel me? It's not about being religious. It's not about being a good saint. This ain't about none of that. It's about knowing yourself and loving yourself, and that's it. Once you do that, you will find yourself. You will know what's your next move, what's your next decision, and how you fit in this world. You feel what I'm saying? They make you think like we just here by chance. None of the stuff that they teach us has no credibility. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be a strong-minded individual at one point, you're gonna start questioning things. You feel me? Do that make you belligerent? No. Does it make you defiant? No. It just means you ask questions. That's it. And most questions can be answered, right? You would think, right? Most questions have an answer, right? You would think, right? Exactly. But you could go and look up a question and there'll be multiple answers to it. So what that leave? It leaves it up to you to find the truth for yourself. That's it. It ain't about looking at me crazy because I like to analyze things. I like to be a critical thinker because I ain't always been that way. So now that I do that, it's not strange that I do that. It's necessary. So let's get back in the thing, man. So I got a documentary coming out that I'm working hard on the most. It's called My Black Girl, right? You know why I wrote the documentary? It's because I read the book Black Boy, and it was crazy because from the beginning of that book, it was a little dude from the beginning of the book. It just reminded me of my life from the first page. You hear me? I suggest that you go and read that book. It's called Black Boy. Okay? It's called Black Boy. I forgot who the author is, but I'll get it to you in the description. And I just was thinking like, yo, so as human beings, why is so much pressure put on top of the black man? Right? And then we go to the fact that they always say that this is a man's world. Then they go back to saying that, oh, if they break the man, the woman will follow. That's not how it works. From my observations, I'm gonna tell you how this shit works. So they always want to go back to slavery, right? Let's go back to slavery. No matter of fact, we're gonna go back farther than slavery. Farther than slavery, farther than Egypt. We're gonna go all the way back to the earliest time that I was able to dissect. And that was early Ethiopia. You feel what I'm saying? They called it Kush. Africa was Kush, wasn't Africa. Okay. For y'all that don't know, it was called Kush, Ethiopia, and it was only called Africa after it was conquered by a Greek called Africanus, and that was way later. That's what I'm saying. Like we even go as far as taking the name of these other people. I mean, taking the name. Indians. They wasn't Indians. They wasn't in India. Africa. Africanus. So we're gonna go before that. From the earliest time that I read, the very first and the oldest bones in this world. Matter of fact, before I say the answer, just mind you that all the oldest bones in the world are what? Female bones. Okay? Let's just get that out the way. Young girls, old ladies, teenagers, all of that. All bones, all women bones. Right? So, in my mind, right? Because this how simple I think it is, but I think it's really that simple. I think it really is that simple. So if all the oldest bones in the world that they ever found, right, is all female bones, right? I don't know the exact date or the timetable of when they started finding man bones, but the oldest bones in this world that they got right now, it's all female bones. You feel me? And it's like, man, the first man bone they found was dated a lot later than these female bones, right? So that goes to show me that at one point in time, it had to be all females here, just females, right? Then you say, how can that be? How can they reproduce? How can they do this? How can they do that? Right? They got a process in the universe. It's called I forgot what it's called, man. Damn, man. I forgot what it's called. But whatever it's called, it's a gene in your body, right? Oh, I get it. I don't think that's what it's called, but it's like a process. It's like a process of elimination. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what it's called, but it's like a process of elimination where this generation, right, take something away and to add something for the next generation genetically, so the next generation can survive. And it goes on and on and on and on and on, and as time goes on. So what I'm saying is, say for instance, if my granddad was born in a colder region and he was more hairier, right? And say for instance, he migrated to a warmer climate before he had my dad, right? So in instance, being though that he migrated from a colder climate all the way to a warmer climate and stayed there for a while to the point where his hairs on his body was doing something else. You feel me? Because you got to understand, when it's cold, your hair do something. When it's hot, your hair do something totally different. That's how the universe works. They're not going to get the same effect from the opposite. If it's cold, it's cold. If it's hot, it's hot. If it's left, it's left. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. Right? If I breathe in, that's an inhale. That's an exhale. It's not the same thing. I don't get the same effect. You feel me? I'm pulling in oxygen and I'm releasing carbon dioxide. You feel me? It's two different things that's going on for each reaction. you don't get the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you push, the object you push it is going to move farther away from you. If you pull it, it's going to come closer to you. All right, I think I made my point, right? So as he migrates to a warmer climate, as when he has your father is going to be born better equipped for this warm climate. You feel what I'm saying? Even though his origin is cold, you feel me? He's going to be born genetically able to deal with the heat better than his pops did. You know what I'm saying? That's the effect that I'm trying to figure out, but I forgot the name of it. Forgive me. So when we look at the human chromosomes, we know that a woman is XX, and we know that a man is X lowercase y, right? When we look at the English alphabet, right? X comes before Y. Am I correct? Great. But not only is it a Y, it's a lowercase y. Like, if it's a lowercase y, that means that it's not even a strong gene. You feel what I'm saying? Like this one I just said, like things is simple, but if you just look at things, like it'll come to you just like that. Like, yo, it's that simple. Like when I was younger, I wish it was that it came to me like that when I was younger, because I would have been a fucking kid genius. Like, and like life is simple. Like as soon as you read and look at something, like if you can't comprehend and understand what's the conclusion is, like you just I don't want to down you, but I'm just trying to say, like, I don't get how people can't see what's going on around our eyes and then not understand why things are the way they are. But then I think about, like, all right, maybe we so brainwashed into being blinded by everything that we don't pay the real shit no mind. We just steady sitting out here hitting on the other points, and all of these points that we're hitting on in our mind is good things that we accomplishing and that we doing, but it's doing nothing for our real soul. Church ain't got nothing to do with your real soul. Forgive me, but the mosque ain't got nothing to do with your real soul. This is your temple, something, a building, another Messiah, a cigar yourself. What's stopping Allah, Buddha, Martin Luther King? Now, what's stopping you from doing that? Doing that is you feeling like you have to answer to somebody before you go to God. That's what your problem is. And it's sad as hell, but that's what the truth is. It's so much wonderful knowledge out here, man. It's ridiculous. So as I'm down this specific point about the man being XX, the woman being XX, excuse me, the woman being XX and the man being XY, X lowercase y, I breaks that down with biology. You feel what I'm saying? As far as like when you go and enter the ovaries or whatever it is, the ovaries or whatever, you feel me? Once the baby start developing, you don't know what that baby is. You know why? Because it could be anything. It's all about how it developed. You feel what I'm saying? They never did research or studies. They got I take that back. They got little research or studies on how you can have a boy or if you want a girl and all this other stuff, but they don't got no real concrete evidence on how, you know what I'm saying, how you can guarantee yourself this or guarantee yourself that, unless they like do the shit artificially, which I still don't know how they do it, but maybe, you know what I'm saying, it's just some more shit, you know what I mean, that I don't understand, but that's okay with me. If I mean, when I get ready, I will learn that point, you know what I'm saying. Artificial insemination and all that other stuff, like I ain't interested in all that stuff. Like I know what it is, but I'm not specifically, you know what I'm saying, able to tell you exactly how they find out if they want to shoot a boy in you or shoot a. I don't know all of that. You feel me? I seen it done on the video though. It's just a needle. They stick it in the fucking egg and they just shoot the fucking sperm in it. I seen it done, but I don't know all of that shit. So don't ask me. Because motherfuckers will ask me like I know, but I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to show you biology where when you developing inside of that egg, it's like you can't tell exactly what you're going to be. And it's like a point, it's like a period. And then again, I don't know exactly what time period that they can tell what sex is what sex, but it's a specific time period where when you look, the baby genitals is neutral. You feel me? It's neutral. You feel me? So if a woman got two fallopian tubes or two ovaries, two fallopian tubes and two ovaries, you feel what I'm saying? The man has a penis shaft and two testicles, right? It's all a pipeline with eggs or fertilization. You feel me? And it depends on how it heals is what it's going to be. Because if you look at it, they both almost like the same size. They both look almost like the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so you can only think in your mind that when the Bible tells you that a woman come from a man's rib, that's some bullshit. Fuck is he talking about? Woman come from a man's rib. You gotta be kidding me. That's the most hottest smoke I ever heard in my life, son. Yo, everybody comes from women, man. Men are nothing more than women with a genetic defect. You know what I'm saying? Our genitals grew outside. That's it. Women was here first. The process, I forgot the damn thing name, man. But that process that I was talking about, it was important at that point in time for men to be to women to evolve into men. Everything about women proves it to us. Well, we so blind to that, and we put everything in these little boxes. So we don't really look at how the universe works. We just look at how motherfuckers continuously teach us how we supposed to move. You feel what I'm saying? A female is a female is a female is a female is a female, son. And every fucking animal on this motherfucking earth. But they gonna try to always make it seem like humans is different than any other animals on this earth. Like the universe is the universe, son. Like we need to start paying more attention to how everything is going on, bro. You gotta know what's going on for real, for real. Cause when y'all sitting here thinking Oh, I love you too, girl. Yo, so while you sitting here thinking that everything we just hear about mistake and we just doing shit the way because we just moving along and doing all of this. No, what it's doing is it's trying their best to get us farther and farther away from nature, man. That's all it's designed to do. Everything. You feel me? Our ancestors, you saw what our ancestors did. It was okay to prosper and to be innovative. You feel me? You see the buildings and shit they had. They just wasn't fucking running around in jungles and shit. You saw all of their artifacts and all of that stuff. They was coming of age, but at the same time, they knew the universe worked. You feel what I'm saying? Every culture, the yin and the yang is a perfect example. But every animal on this planet, the woman is the top dog. So why does that not apply for us? You know why they say, oh, because we got consciences and we got souls and all this stuff. Yo, everybody had every living thing on this planet has a soul. It got a purpose. Every little small little molecule is alive. Once it's alive, it has a conscience to do what its purpose is to be done. A worm, a fish, but at the end of the day, look, what is the job though? The women's job is to make sure that the next generation comes through proper, right? Man's job to lay a seed. You feel me? We go to certain species, they got the man protecting the nest, right? The man protect the nest, but it don't matter. Man, it's certain species where the woman die after the baby is born, son. Like, how ill is that? And we got women out here that dies after their baby is born. They die giving birth, son. Like, we are no different from no other species of animals, man. You go to the motherfucking Lion Kingdom, what the women do? They gotta hunt, they gotta babysit, they gotta do a goddamn thing. And what the men do? Walk around. Every so often, when y'all can't take care of the job, he might come in and just ask some assistance. But yo, the main hunting job is for the lioness, son. Fish, birds, all the motherfuckers, they do the same thing, man. It's in they society. So when you get into a position where the woman gotta do a little something or whatever, it's not wrong with that. It's not wrong with that. That's how nature is. You need a woman. It's nothing without women, man. And that's why, as mad as I get at women, and as much as I get hurt by women and all that other stuff, and I ain't just talking about romantically and all of that. Like, I just get hurt by women. Like, even when I just see them on TV behaving in a way that I don't think they should behave in, that hurts me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't. I shouldn't give a fuck, but I do. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so important for me that we gotta move on this topic. You feel me? Because I have a daughter, 14 years old. You feel me? We gonna hit all types of topics, man. Because in reality, it's as simple as this. Like, if our women don't take back their rightful place, they got men. That's what I'm saying. Men out here. You got men out here that's trying to take your place, like, to the point where y'all be like, fuck it, they fucking each other. We might as well just go and fuck each other too. Like, so now it's just gonna be no babies being born, and when they do, it's just too much, but we'll take a small break, man. I'll be right back in a couple seconds. The 45-minute mark. And we back, son. We back. Back on the map. Back on the map. Feel me? It's your boy Peter Lance. And you watching Talk with Peter Lance, man. Chat with me. Feel me? On this Friday morning. You know what I'm saying? On this Monday morning, you feel me? Yesterday was my sister, Kanisha, aka Miss Gladys' birthday. Yo, you feel me? Got a shout out to her. You feel me? My big sister. You feel me? College graduate. You feel me? Strong sister. Been married for like over 10 years. They've been married over 10 years. And that's what's up, man. I respect that. I love my brother-in-law to death. You feel me? Also, belated happy birthday to and congratulations to my niece, their daughter. Just graduated from Temple University. You feel me? Yeah, that's how we could do. Strong family. Commitment. But we take it different. We take it different. You feel me? Because we don't deal with nature. You feel me? But I respect and honor everybody that's able to do it. But see, me, I'm looking for somebody that's gonna motherfucking see shit the way I see it. Not even if it's not exactly how I see it, but at least see it halfway like I see it. You feel me? And even if they don't see it the way I see it, try to understand me. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's not important. Like what happens after this, I know that motherfucking the things that I have to do. Me personally, I never had a problem getting a woman in my life, so I don't worry about that aspect. You feel what I'm saying? Just move on. You feel me? Like the woman I deal with now, like we talk a lot. And we don't agree on hardly nothing. But the thing about it is that we talk, bro. And she helped me out too. She always tell me, like, life is the interaction with people. Because as she noticed that I care way too much about society than I should. And I be telling like, yo, I live in society. These is my people. Like, why would I Not that I'm trying to be Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or somebody, but like, why would I stand for that shit? Like we so much better than that. And I don't even really care about a lot of things. I just don't like my women being fucking, I don't know, portrayed as being fucking rats. And then I hate that all my brothers is having to suffer because women aren't the way they're supposed to be. Now, by me saying that, of course, a lot of us, including even me, I wasn't, you know, always the people that we're supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? You're not. You're not always the people we're supposed to be. So when you not being the person you're supposed to be, the outcome that you want to get, you might get it, but it's not going to be the long-term goal that you're looking for. You're going to do it because you want a temporary fix. But when you're not being the person you're supposed to be, son, everything about you is not even going to be you. It's not. And that's why to this day, I'm unapologetically me. Unapologetically me. I ain't about to do something just because somebody else like, oh, that's how you do it. And it's not that I'm being defiant. It's just that I use my critical thinking. So if it's not right, I'm not following no bullshit. You got me fucked up. But back on the subject, man. The documentary is gonna be ill though, because I got, like I said, I'm gonna use the animal kingdom. I'm gonna use history, and it's just gonna be dope, man. They made us believe that this is a man's world. This is not no man's world, man. You feel me? The oldest bones, like I was talking about previously, her name was Lucy, first black woman. You feel me? And this is the strangest thing to me. If women come from man, right? How come, or on some ignorant shit, why come everybody in the whole, on this planet, any human being on this whole planet, DNA originate with the Eve gene? It's African, nigga. Fuck are you talking about? Y'all better stop believing dumb shit, man. That's the whole thing about it. It's like all you gotta do is just think about how shit is in the universe and do just a little research on science and do a little research on history, find out who wrote the Bible, find out who, I mean, like find out the truth, like real history, like nothing. All right, so we was tricked with that book, but once we started listening to certain stories, like, come on, man, like Joker's doing dumb stuff. It's stuff that they did, but it had nothing to do with things that actually happened on Earth. It was things that happened in the sky. I got things to do, man. I'm waiting on the call in from L so we can get to this topic, and I'm gonna ask him if there's any other things that he think I should put in the documentary. It's gonna be dope though. Trust me, it's gonna be dope. Cause like I said, like I love my woman so much. Like, I'm not doing nothing ever to hurt them, and none of them. And it's just like, if you cross me though, you lost me though. You feel me? If you do something to go out of your way to harm me, like, you should be destroyed. And there go my boy. Hello? Can you hear me? Hold on, let me turn the music down a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yo, what's going on, man? I'm doing good too, man. I know I talked to you earlier, and you said you was doing your little route and stuff. But I was just talking about the documentary I'm working on the evolution of the black woman, and you know, I was just giving them details on some of the things I was talking to you about. Like, I was gonna start from the beginning with the as far as like the earliest bones found, and you know, the chromosomes and the animal kingdom and a little bit of history and all of that. But on your take for the day, what you really feel like your experience has been as far as like being raised with a black woman, by a black woman, you know what I'm saying, having a black sister, you feel me, having black daughters, having a black girlfriend, like what's going on with you as far as that experience aspect is?
But everything, with anything, you know, for pros and cons, you know, positive and negative. You know what I mean? So, of course, I got good experiences, I got negative experiences. You know what I mean? Dealing with it, growing up in that. I'm saying, I feel like a lot of lessons were lost. A lot of lessons were taught. And a lot of lessons were lost through each generation that it passed. So, you know what I mean? A lot of the family values and morals and laws that govern ourselves by were lost. So that's why we're in the state that we're in now. You know what I mean? Everything out of order. That's why we have so much chaos, because everything's out of order. You know what I'm saying? The design of the family, design of how everything's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And this is a product of that's an effect of being raised in a house where predominantly female, where the female was the head of the household and the strong figure, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel no type of way because I don't solely blame them. You know what I mean? I don't totally blame them. Even now, even when you hear about certain situations where people not being not working in position, not moving in position with the correct order, or the manner, you know what I mean, they're supposed to be moving. Like, I don't even blame them because their teachers, you know what I mean, the teachers were lost. You know what I mean? And it's just the fact that they're a product of their environment. I feel like if anything else, you know, it's not about the problem, it's about how do we solve this issue, how do we correct this shit. Okay? And then I equate it to the change, like the earth spinning one way and then trying to stop it and stop that force and make it in a whole different direction. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort, you know what I mean, to change it. But, you know, we got to be willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not impossible because the earth spins. If it spins one way, it can spin another. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? That's beyond my scope. You know what I mean? I'm not fully knowledgeable about all of that. You know what I mean? But I knew that if it spins one way, You know what I mean? The first spin it one way, and then we can, it's the same thing go like go in one direction, we can change that direction. But we gotta figure out how to change it.
Hey yo, that was my bad though. Before we go any further in this, won't you introduce yourself, man, to the audience, man?
My name is Larry, everybody. Nice to meet you. Call me Al. From Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Just a humble black boy trying to make it just like everybody else. Where they can see you at though? Excuse me?
So where they can find you at though?
Oh, you can find me on Facebook, RAK. Or you can email me, elioso78@gmail.com. ELIOSO78@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram. I mean, RAK. Easy to find.
Yo, this brother right here is like he really is like my brother, man. He like always been my friend. And it was like, it don't matter like what it is that we ask each other to do. Like if we can do it, son, nigga, it's not even a question. Niggas don't even question this shit. I love this dude. And he also is a talented musician. You know what I'm saying? A talented artist. You feel me? And he's skilled at mad jobs and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I believe in his talent. So it's like a no-brainer. But yo, basically, man, the same thing that you said, man, I said the same thing. I'm saying like, yo, the minute that we deal with nature, you feel what I'm saying? And deal more about how it's supposed to really work, then we'll be better off. But it's like we pulling so hard against nature that's why we having so many problems today, man.
We call it system, you know, the system that's basically the system of basically hustle involved with the daily riches of life. So we're so busy trying to make things happen here, like we're not living life. We're not taking the time out, you know what I mean, to examine ourselves, to acknowledge certain things. Like they say, take time. Everything is such a fast pace. Nobody has patience. Nobody has the right thing. I was just talking to my brother this morning, like, one of the two major issues that I see was wrong people today. Male and female, it don't care what color or what background you come from. Two of the major issues that I see wrong with society and the human race is, number one, people don't understand the power of words, so they don't duplicate words. You know what I mean? That's number one. And number two is people can dish out, can take it. They can dish out criticism, but they can't take it. And put those two things together, that's a bad combination. You know what I'm saying? That's a real bad combination. You know what I'm saying? For a person not to think about what they say, and they can end up offending or hurting someone's feelings, but they're not willing. They won't. If someone treated them that same way, they will lose their mind and flip out for faith. And there's no more understanding, no more patience towards each other. You know what I mean? No more trying to figure each other out, or trying to understand the other person's point of view. And so it's like when you're in an argument, it's like nobody's listening. They just waiting their turn to get their point across. They're not really hearing what the other person's saying. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with the society. You know what I mean? That's why people are so cold-hearted. You know what I mean? Because of those two things. Those two things.
Yo, you absolutely right, man. Because I said the same thing a little earlier before you called in, and I was saying that, yo, it's really not about. See, we got into a place where we keep feeling like everything is of our opinion. You feel me? Our opinion is what matters to us. When if our opinion is wrong, then we should not act on how we feel at that time. Like it don't matter what our opinion is. You feel what I'm saying? It's like
that's like not being humble and being close-minded.
Exactly, man. You feel me? And it's to the point where if somebody goes against somebody doesn't agree with our opinion, Like it turns into a hate. It turns into a hate, and it could be something so small that they don't agree with you on, and they hold that and be like they don't fuck with you and all this other shit no more.
Yep. And that's well, all right. I know you know what I mean, you don't believe in the Bible and all of that. And
no, let me correct you though, son. The Bible is real. The Bible is real, but it's a fairy tale. It's a real fairy tale. It's like the stories in there, they pertain all things in the universe, but it is not what people, how they preach it, yo. And that's why I don't like it. But I ain't say that I don't say that I don't use that shit as a cross reference, because I do. Because it's good. It tells the truth. And again, you got to understand that the Bible was originated and it was stolen from the original shit was the 48 laws of Ma'at and the motherfucking African proverbs, yo. That's where the Bible originated from. That's why I'm saying, like, if people do the knowledge and go all the way down to the beginning, the origin of the shit, then they'll know. Like, you know what the Holy Bible stands for? That shit stands for the Holy Bible. That shit stands for Helios Biblios. Helios Biblios. Nigga, that's Greek for sun book or sun books. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Constantine and all of them, like, all you gotta do is just dig a little deep. But I ain't even talking about that right now, man. I'm just talking about this documentary. But I got into that too in the documentary because you know his mind, like, the first thing a chick could do is she, like, you would meet a chick and the first thing she'd do, she'd try to invite you to church and shit, man.
I didn't want to get into the Bible too much. I was using it as a reference, more or less, to get the point across about how things are and the temperament of people in society, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how it's contradicting how we are actually supposed to be. And that's why, and in reference terms, the Bible speaks upon loving your brother, you know what I'm saying? Loving people, period. Now, what love was supposed to be unconditional, you know what I'm saying? So, and we have a wrong separate. When someone says something we don't like or crosses us, we're so quick to cut someone off. And that's not treating what you like. You can't, once you cut your mother off, once you cut your brother off, your aunt off, your uncle off, if you think about the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying? You might start talking to him for a while, you might be upset with him, angry, that at the end of the day, you're going to come back around. You're going to be like, you know what, we're family, we have to move past. You know what I mean? And that's the way we're supposed to be with everyone, not just love relatives, because it says the love and love unconditionally. That means do their faults, do their wrongs, do their mistakes, because no one is perfect. And you're not perfect yourself, so somebody's going to need to forgive you as well, so you should be forgiven. Nobody's going to forgive. When something is done, when someone is offended, they're so quick to cast that person out. To cut them off, and do all of these things, you know what I mean? That we're not supposed to be doing. Like, that's why people are dying. That's why people get killed. You know what I mean? Because people don't know how to let go. People don't know how to forgive. People don't. Their pride gets in the way, and people feel like I can't take that loss. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you're taking losses that you can't control, but you're not going out and doing nothing about it. But you know what I mean? That's like a bully. That's like a bully being bullied. People want around bullying people, but when the bully comes to bully you, you don't do nothing about it.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be that way. You can't be that way, bro. We can't be that way. If you want somebody to forgive you because you know you're not perfect, and sooner or later you're gonna make a mistake, you gotta that same compassion and desire in your heart. Like, you know what? This person did me wrong. He did me dirty. You know what I mean? But I ain't even mad. I'm gonna forgive him. I might not deal with it for a while. I might pull this out and talk to him about it later. I might not even do it. All this shit might not ever be the same. But I want him to understand this, so long, you know, for fight you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's just a human nature, you know what I mean? That should be part of human nature. You get away from all of it. That's why we had a point of destruction. That's why the society and his brothers had a point of destruction. That's why people like Trump to get in the office. You know what I mean? Because we move on more off of heat than we move off of love. That's why, you know what I mean? That's why people ain't winning. People look like these people take the image like they winning. People hurt, people hurting, people in pain, people suffering. But they putting themselves aside because nobody wants to show their pain, show their hurt. When all actuality, they're hurt, they pain to help someone else make it easy. Like, all right, people want to do this, they try to make it tomorrow. But we share and hear their story. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to be cash. And look, you know what I mean? Look upon as broke. You know what I mean? This person got this, he got this issue, but that person got that issue. People want this. So I told you there wasn't all that. Like, they don't want to be judged. That's another issue. Like, people so damn judgmental to each other. Like nobody else has faults. Like, no one else can be wrong. You know what I mean? And it all goes back to the family, bro. It all goes back to the upbringing and the lack of. And be passionate and care about people. If you're taught the right way, if you grew up in the right system and order, that you're supposed to have all of these things. It should come now. It shouldn't be having to talk. It shouldn't be a conversation to be had with you at 21 and 22 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's what I was telling homeboy yesterday. Where's mom? Because that's what I'm saying. I was talking to a dude, you feel me? Like, he did something, like he met a nice chick and he moved away. Like, when he moved away, like, that nigga moved far as hell. Like, you feel me? But when he got there, like, it was good at first. You feel me? But he's like, eventually, like, you know what I mean? She started throwing his shade at him and shit. And he was like, yo, the nigga was like, yo, everything and everybody that he knew and he dealt with and everything, like, it was through her. Like, he was like, yo, he's fucked up. Like, he was all locked up and everything. Somewhere crazy. Like, he's still there. Where's his mind? He's still there. But he had to do, this nigga had to do 3 months in jail and all types of shit, like, over some dumb shit. But I don't know exactly what the story is. It just was what he told me. So I was like, yo, that's fucked up, my nigga. Like, but I was like, yo, because he was like, yo, he was a sucker for love. But I'm like, yo, you ain't really a sucker for love. It's just that if you claim you love somebody, like, most people, when they love somebody, like, they don't attend on nothing bad happening. They just want to motherfucking love you. You feel me? So when things bad happen, motherfuckers don't be prepared for that shit. Cause like I said, just like you said, nobody fucking taught us how to motherfucking deal with shit. They only used to say dumb shit to us like, if you better learn how to cook. You better learn how to cook, so you ain't gotta worry about a woman ever having to always cook for you and all shit like that. They ain't never tell us like how to get a woman to cook for us every time. Like, you want a woman to cook for you every day? This what you gotta do. You feel me? This the shit you gotta motherfucking be teaching little kids though. But they don't want to teach little kids though. Like, and I ain't talking about like on no sexual shit. I'm talking about like your conduct. You feel me? Your behavior. You feel me? But only reason why that I bring the Bible up though, big dog, was in my documentary, man. I go against the Bible, man. I say that it's impossible, man, for a man to a woman to come from a man, God, come from his ribs. It's impossible, man. Science don't. I know it's a God, but he ain't that mean, God. Cause science don't say he that mean. Science and everything else. When I'm telling you, like when you go to everything else, my nigga, like as far as everything, I don't care if you're talking about jellyfish, everything, God, all the organisms, God. You feel me? The way that science and nature works, You cannot ever say that women are the first motherfuckers walking on this shit, God. That's why I say it's important that we get them back that power, my nigga. Like, we are like panthers, lions, dogs, all that shit. But you gotta understand. I keep telling motherfuckers it's like the animal kingdom, God. Like, what's different between us and animals? Motherfuckers keep saying like we got souls and we this, we that. No, they deal in their environment and we deal in our environment. There's no difference between the species, though, my nigga. Like, I don't get it. The women is the joker that got them, that been holding it down, always gonna hold it down, man. They XX, they strong XX. In the American alphabet, XX, man is XY. You feel me? We all know that X come before Y. You feel me? So we already know, like everything that they put in front of us, it's just all mysteries, though, my nigga. Like, we don't know for sure, though. But the data tell us that, but what's going on with you? What's going on with you right now, though? Hey yo, I was in the studio with you and Sada King. So what we gotta look forward to? I appreciate it, man. And I'll talk to you later, bro. Handle your business. And yo, with that being said, man, we're gonna wrap this up. I think this was the best view I could have did. Deal in the middle.